Welcome to the show, ladies and gents. We're here. We talk about wrestling.
Charlotte beat me. I put you in a neck brace before. I have no problem doing it again.
You haven't seen it, honey?
Oh, bitch! No, the fuck no! So much balls. There's too much balls on that ref. Too many red balls. Look at all these balls. Look at this. Damn! Oh, Jesus! We are witnessing child abuse on TV, Lord. Oh, have mercy. Now, watch your mouth when you talking to me, ho. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. You ain't getting nothing. You don't get nothing. You either earn it or you don't. You pasty bitch. That ain't how this works. Uh-oh, hit it with a zigzag. Let's go, baby. Let's go, dog. Let's go. I'm fucks with it. We sick of your shit.
Hey, girl, hey. Life, relationships, pop culture.
Well, go ahead. I'm listening. And he'll be looking at me. He will be looking at me and he will go to sleep. He will go to sleep. Look at me in my face. I'm talking to you.
We talk about it all, baby. So, y'all ready? I know y'all ready. Because it's showtime. And that's on the ancestors, baby.
Feet before you touch the bed. I got a really big house, a massive ass TV screen, and then hold on, y'all. Then when you go upstairs, I ain't go upstairs because see, I'm not about that life. Them kids was up there. There's a den up there. When you go upstairs, it's like a second living room, and then that's where the kids' rooms is at. And then Naya has her own full bathroom in there with a tub, and then the kids there's a community bathroom. There's a half bath on the first floor. She's got a breakfast nook, kitchen. Walk down the hall. That's the dining room where the front of the house is. Mm-hmm. It's nice. She has a nice house. I was like, great. Love that. Love that for you so much. Won't you give me the yips?
So you about to start the live?
Yes, it started already. Like, Derek, can you help me out with the charger? Because this thing gonna cut off on me. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. It's really gonna cut off. Hold tight, babes. Like it's like giving me the warning that it could shut off at any moment. I thought you cut the computer off last night.
I thought I did too, hell.
Hey, that's the HDMI. Oh my God. It's gonna cut off, y'all. When it cut off, I'll be back. I was talking to my brother anyway, so. Won't you give me the yes?
Tim.
Sweet, yes.
I'm a yam. You was a minute.
Show you the way. I like this song. Leave me alone. Oh, man. What's a breakfast nook? Oh, my goodness. A breakfast nook it's not a dining room. It's not quite a dining room. It's a very
small little section.
It's off of the kitchen, usually to the left of the kitchen. Sometimes it can be to the right in the kitchen, depending on where it is. But it's small. It's a small little place where you actually go and eat breakfast. That's why they call it a breakfast nook. It's a smaller form of a dining room. You usually put a table in there with a long bench on one side and chairs on the other. That is usually qualifies as a breakfast nook type of place. Okie dokie. Hello to everybody. Hello, Michelle, Janelle, Youngboy J, Kayla, Aaliyah, Sasha, Nika, usual suspects. Hello, how are you doing? Rico, hello, hello, hello. Aaliyah says it's a cute corner that rich people have. You should Google it. It is not. I won't say rich people have it. I'll say that it is something that some people have. Said Leah, don't make me skippity pap shoot through the screen. Google may be free, but so are these hands. Okay, so the man has returned to Monday Night Raw, and Becky Lynch opened up the show. She talked about how, if you didn't watch the press conference for um Survivor Series, I think you missed a couple things. They did post clips on Twitter for you to see. Bianca Belair made it very clear that she specifically chose Becky because she knew, one, that she had prior history with Damage Control taking her out, and two, she's one of the hardest women she's ever fought up against herself, and who better to go to war with than a former enemy, which she's right, you know. So there was that. Okay. Becky came out there and made some friends with the audience members. She got Bob involved, tweeted him, and was like, "Don't worry, I got you, Bob." You know, Zachary, little fan Zachary, had some things going on with Bex, and everything was right as rain until, you know, Bailey came limping out there. You know, she was hobgoblin because she was still suffering from the effects of War Games this past Saturday. Now, Bailey was, you know, pretty pissed. Aaliyah said, "You got to reach me first. I can explain it in 200 characters or less." I was trying to be nice. I can't. Anyways, now if you didn't see War Games or my recap of War Games, Bianca Belair's team did win in War Games. And of course, the Bloodline won in War Games as well. Now, online, these two matchups had some controversial feelings about them, which I'll get to them in a second after we go in about Monday Night Raw. All right. But as I said, Bailey was not happy with Miss Becca coming back and stealing all the sunshine. She felt as though that Becky didn't need to be here talking all this shit about how she, you know, came back. No one cares, according to her. And she doesn't realize what she's done since she's been gone. And well, Becky basically was like, "Yeah, you're a loser." Sis said, "You're a loser. All you've done is lose. You're a loser." And I was like, Jesus, Don is coming out the woodwork, honey. Because Don will call you a loser in a minute, babes. He will call you a loser. He will call you a loser in a minute. He does not care. Okay? Won't you give me the yes? Sweet. Because I got bills. Baby. Sharing upset. Anyways, his name B.O.B., so they calling you Bob. That's what they call him. Io was cracking me up with that white neck brace. Child. Like, sis, what is you doing trying to tussle with this William Shakespeare ass neck brace on? I don't know. I bet Alexis is going to turn on Bianca. I mean, y'all wishing for it to happen, so. I mean, I don't really care. And I don't think that it's going to be a turn like people think. I think that Bray Wyatt's sickness, if you want to call it, is just re-emerging in a different way. And they're going to revisit Alexa Bliss being under this spell of Bray Wyatt. But I don't think it's going to manifest the same way that it did before. So we'll just have to wait and see. It's been believed to happen. She seemed to be very much zoned out. And now seeing is how they're not gonna stop with the OC and Judgment Day. I'm so disappointed. But let's just get into the show. I was at SmackDown and Survivor Series, and they definitely did not disappoint. Well, good. Becky Lynch is really enjoying being a babyface, which is good. I'm happy for her. William Shakespeare, he is ignorant. But anyways, so we got a little fight between Damage Control and Becky that spilled all the way into the back where the merch tables were until all of the officials came out there to break it up and to hold the girls back. This led to Becky attacking Bayley and fighting, and they ended up going into well, actually they just shifted to the next segment because the first hour was commercial free. The next match was Mia Yim versus it was Mia Yim versus Rhea Ripley. Mia Yim and Rhea were going at it, and for the most part, it was a decent match, but it ended up falling and spilling into an actual 8-man tag team match due to the interference from Dominic, trying to protect his mama's coochie again. This ultimately led to an interference from Dominic again on Mia Yim, which gave Rhea the victory over the OC. Now, I don't know what all this means, but it certainly doesn't look like they are finished with them, which I really despise because I'm tired of watching them fight each other. I'm just over it. And at this point, they can do whatever they want. I'm just not going to pay attention to it anymore. And I hate that because I really do like Mia Yim, and I really want to see where she can go. I'm glad she got her theme music back. She came out there. She looked nice. Her gear was great. Everything looked really, really cool. So I was very happy for her. But I was just over the madness. I was just over it. Moving into the other women's match that was on the show or for the show, Candice LeRae returned tonight, and she was going up against Dakota Kai. Now, Dakota Kai, of course, is the only member of Damage Control that is medically cleared to compete. The other two girls were not medically cleared to compete. Therefore, they were barred from ringside, but they didn't stop them from coming out there. Now, if you were paying attention during the time where Candice LeRae was walking towards the entrance, you would have saw a little birdie called Nikki Cross lurking in the shadows behind her. Now, I did think that Nikki was going to cost her this match or attack her, but she didn't. It just seems like Nikki just wanted you to know that she was there. All right. They had a match. Dakota and Candice's match was fairly long as well. They wrestled, and Candice ended up picking up the win. Even after Damage Control tried to interfere, Candice ended up winning the match over Dakota. And you have to give Dakota credit. Dakota was just recently in War Games not 2 days ago. So she wasn't going to be in the peak of conditions, but she did wrestle despite her minor arm injury. And Candice LeRae was a fresh competitor ready to roll. And Candice LeRae won her match. So congratulations to her. Let me get some of these comments in. How much more is that can we take? We don't need to see Judgment Day and OC. I don't know. I think they're just waiting. Hunter won't let us be free of JD versus via OC. Hunter, please. We're begging. How do you know? How are you sure it's Hunter? Because he's had a creative. And yeah. He has to approve it at some point. I don't think they really ended their feud, but they need to, in my opinion. They need to do a transference or something. And no more uniboob. No, we didn't get a uniboob. She's just got a nice little peekaboo window of the tits, which is fine. She looked nice. Her gear looked great. I was happy for her. And I loved her hair. I think Mia Yim's hair is gorgeous. I don't know how Dakota was medically cleared after getting fucked up like that. Necktie against Candice, Bayley against Becca, women's non-title feuds. Very much so. All right, so then we got this. Sammy and Kevin basically breaking each other's hearts today. I think Kevin's heart broke inside War Games when he got low blowed by his friend of over 20 years. And tonight, Sammy's heart got broken when his friend of 20 years basically told him he ain't want to have nothing to do with him. He was done. I'm tired of the shenanigans. I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm sick of it. If this is who you choose to be your family, then we're finished. We're through. Sammy looked like he was about to start crying, but he recovered really quickly and just was like, I don't need you anyway. I got the bloodline. This is my family. Kevin said, that's great. He said, I'm very happy for you. He said, what I'm really happy about, though, is the fact that you're finally getting the recognition that you rightfully deserve. And everybody now gets to see what I've seen for the last 20 years, that Sami Zayn is a superstar. I've always known Sammy to be a superstar from the moment he stepped into the big leagues of WWE, from the time I saw him in NXT as a champion, when him and Kevin had that big feud, and I saw how that played out. I knew then that Sami Zayn was a star. I never doubted that Sammy was a star. I think the WWE Universe doubted it. But I never doubted it because he's always been great. And he's always had pockets of greatness. Always has. Kevin is no more. Cammy thrived for a long time. Wow. These two men have been friends their entire careers and have been going through the trenches together. And to see it play out like this on TV was a little heartbreaking. So I felt a little bad for Sammy and for Kevin. With all that being said, this led to a match between Kevin Owens and main event Jay Uso. Jay Uso basically came to Sammy's rescue and was just like, you ain't got to worry about him no more, man, because you got family, you got the bloodline. Kevin said something that was very true. And that's something that everybody needs to make sure they understand. Sami Zayn is not related to the Samoan I know our family. So no matter what he does or how many times he proves his loyalty, he will never be their blood. He'll never be a part of the bloodline. And that's 100% true. Everybody wants to talk about how the bloodline is now restored and it's not going to end. Oh, it's coming to an end. It's coming to an end. And it's going to come to an end because of Sammy. Sammy was the start. He's the crack in the glass. It's happening. It's just happening a little slower than people think. You just have to pay attention. Now, what we did get was a couple of straggler storylines as well. Now, unfortunately, we had to suffer through Austin Theory giving his acceptance speech of beating Bobby Lashley and Seth Rollins in a triple threat match. Congratulations. And then he's so upset that everyone's calling him a kid. And I am 100% man. And this man has something to say to you. There. I think I made my point. That's all I heard. When he was talking, that is all I heard. Literally, that was it. Just SpongeBob. Now, let me tell y'all something. Seth Rollins brought his tiny ass out there today, dressed like he was getting all of Becky's goodness, okay? Let me see if I can find a picture of what this fool had on. He looked like he went through Becky's closet and got the best lace get up he could find, honey. He was ready. I was fucking crying. Fucking crying. I could not stop laughing. Seth Rollins came out there with his whole outfit of mess. I said, girl, they said that Nikki Bella was his inspiration. I was crying. I could not stop laughing. I wish somebody would have taken a picture of it. Oh my goodness. Anyways, y'all. Seth Rollins had on his outfit, came out there. Baby. Oh my goodness. I started crying. But anyways, Seth freaking Rollins told Lil Austin Theory to shut his damn mouth and let the people sing his song. And they sang his song for him. And that was it. Seth Rollins basically told him, look, congratulations on your win, kid. You did it. Here's a good old pat on the shoulder. You did it. Why don't we just fight right now, though? And then you can show everybody how great of a champion you are. And of course, like the ever slimy little bitch that he is, he declined and said, we'll fight on the champ's time. I will say this to you, Austin Theory. In spite of your talent and amazing prowess and wonderful ring awareness, your biggest issue is that you don't successfully convey your emotions in the ring. You convey them as anger and frustration, when in reality, you're supposed to have a little bit of arrogance, but strong confidence. And even though people are going to be considering you to be a kid, you're still a rookie. No matter how many titles you win or how many times you have proven yourself, the veterans will always see you as a rookie. So play your part until you get to the point where you're no longer a rookie. 2-time champion is great. No one's shitting on that or taking it away from you. But the reason why you're being treated the way that you are is because, one, you used to be Vince's pet project, and two, because you have a complex. You think that people are jealous of you because of the way you look and because of how good you are. Oh, no, no, no. People don't like you because you're a piece of shit. Simple. It's easy to understand, right? Austin Theory, poop plus poop equals piece of shit. Like, right? Is my math right, Jared? Did I calculate it right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's very simple. It's not hard to understand. But I know sometimes that math can be a little bit difficult for you. So we're going to make it into layman's terms, okay? You and your crusty ass lips are a piece of shit. And that's why people don't like you. People don't like you because you assume that you're better than everybody because you have the physique you have. But in reality, there's about 15 other guys back there who have better physiques than you, who look better than you, who talk better than you, who have a better personality than you do. And you think because you notch your eyebrows or you shake a lot or you turn red and you're automatically a danger to society. That's not how it works. You wear your emotions all over your face and body, which makes you very easy to read and very easy to rile up, which is exactly what Seth Rollins did. He riled you up and you let him do it. Because you're still a wet behind the ears, Similac breath, nipple sucking little bitch. And at this point, Theory, I just want you to evolve. Just because you're dangerous and you are quote unquote more focused than ever, as Corey put it, it doesn't change your behavior. Your behavior is still the same. You just don't have the phone in your hand anymore taking pictures. That's it. You're still the same kid that you were when you got there. The only thing you've proven is that you can hang with the big boys, which that's why you're in WWE. You should be able to do that. That's not proof to anything to me. The only thing it did is, well, you've finally risen to the occasion wrestling wise. But microphone wise, I feel like you are very limited. And that doesn't bode well for me. We all know where you're going to go when you cut your promos. It's the same thing. Don't ever call me a kid again. I've proven that I'm the best. I'm the youngest champion in WWE history. Like, you're just regurgitating what Randy Orton said some years ago. What makes you any different from him? There was a time when Randy Orton was a bit of a flop in the WWE.
You better be careful, Austin. You don't want to end up like that. But anyway, I will let you have your moment. Moment given and moment taken away. Moving on to the next one, the bigger one. It seems that Dexter Loomis and Miz were having a battle. Okay? Now, this was how it was supposed to go. Dexter was supposed to be compensated for helping Miz be the center of attention during Raw, and everybody's trying to figure out what's going on. What Miz wanted was the attention. What Miz wanted was all of the attention on him, the spotlight. He wanted that, but he knew he wasn't going to be able to get it on his own. So he enlisted Dexter to be this crazy psychopath stalking him, right? Well, when he decided to stop paying him because WWE was getting a little too sniffy and the police was getting involved, that's when he was like, oh, this is too much. Gotta go. Cut ties with Dexter, didn't pay him, was done. So after that, that's when the kidnappings really started. The attacks really started. That's when he really started to come after Miz. And that's when Johnny Gargano comes into play because Gargano busted him in front of everyone and told everybody that Miz is a fraud and he's a lying piece of shit. And he's always been a slimy bastard. And this time, he has proof. We all saw the video evidence and heard audio evidence of Miz admitting that none of this was true and that he solely was being attacked because he was paid. He paid someone to attack him. So, Miz wasn't having it. The match that was set originally was Dexter versus Miz. If Dexter won, he got his WWE contract. Miz couldn't have that because then Dexter would be around all the time. And he definitely would have to pay him then, so he attacked him. Thought his troubles was over. Johnny Gargano was like, you don't think Johnny that he's going to come back? He was like, man, I took care of it. And that's when Dexter just kept popping up and popping up and popping up and popping up, honey. Until they couldn't deny it anymore. A match was made 2 weeks ago with Johnny Gargano, with Miz and Dexter Loomis. Anything goes in this match. Miz and Dexter Loomis were competing, and Dexter had more to gain than to lose. Well, technically, he had a lot to lose and more to gain. Dexter would get his WWE contract and, of course, his motherfucking money. Okay? Now, listen. In the match, they competed against each other. It was okay. Dexter ended up getting the win. The cool part about this match was the end. When Dexter got the money and started handing out $100 bills to the kids. Now, me and Gerard thought that it was like fake WWE money. But when the camera got close up on it, them look like real $100 bills, baby. Okay? Them little kids got $100 bills. Now, I don't know who babies them was, but they got real $100 bills. Okay? They got real $100 bills. I was like, okay, like, y'all gonna get them money? All right, then. Randy had swag even when he was hitting RKOs on everyone and their mothers, including Stephanie McMahon's child. Hi, Tirza. There was a time where Randy didn't have much swag. There was a time where Randy was about to be on the outs, honey. Miz brought his money to the ring in a Louis Vuitton bag, okay? It was Louis Vuitton. He was not playing. Okay, he tried to back out of this match, but Pierce wasn't having it. Pierce said, listen, you're going to get your orange ass out there and you're going to wrestle. And you're going to pay this man if you lose. And you also are going to give him, he's also going to get his contract. And you're going to have it because you ain't even, you sit here talking about your hand hurt, you injured. That ain't even the right damn hand, boy. You're lying. So they had the match. Dexter won. All was right with the world. She said Dexter ain't giving no money to the black kids, though. I only saw white kids in the front. He was only on one side of the arena, and he gave it to strategic kids. Yeah. It was a bunch of kids that was up front that didn't get money. A bunch of kids that didn't get money. There was 1, 2, 3, 4 boys and one girl who got $100 bills. So I would imagine they was plants that got the money. Because if that was the case, he would have gave it to all the kids out there. Yeah. I hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. Yeah, I had one. It was cool.
He better get it in a Louis Vuitton. Feel like Maurice has a wall of. Maurice got a lot of shit. Okay, it's not Louis Vuitton. It ain't just Louis. She got a lot of shit. Okay, now the match was over, and he tried to steal his money back from Dexter and took the little boy $100 bill, took it out of his hand like a good old Grinch. And that's when Johnny Gargano super kicked him in the face, took the money, gave it to the little boy, and then helped Dexter, gave him a little thumbs up, and they went in the back. And that was it. Match over. Last match of the night was Kevin Owens versus Jey Uso. Kevin Owens beat Jey Uso after he got super kicked 6 times in the face, child. Oh, I was like, Kevin, you gonna get a concussion at this point. Like, Jesus. But he ended up winning, child, and got his ass out of there. So now I guess we'll have to wait and see what's going to happen on SmackDown, seeing as how main event Jey Uso lost his match and majority of the bloodline was there with the exception of Roman. And I guess we're going to have to wait and see how this whole situation with Kevin, Sammy, and the bloodline is going to play out, because it don't seem like there's any end in sight to these two and their relationship. While they don't want anything to do with each other, it still seems like it's a lot of animosity, unresolved animosity that I need to see. With all that being said, Monday Night Raw was okay. It was a little slow for me, but it was okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good. It was okay. But it could be for me being tired because I was on the road, so I was exhausted. But anyways, tomorrow is NXT, and there's a 6-woman tag match. I think I'm going to skip this match because... No. Indy and Roxanne are supposed to have a match as well. And of course, Shawn Michaels is going to announce this Iron Survivor Challenge competitors. And for whatever reason, he's having a lot of help with doing that. Let me see if I can find the graphic for that so y'all can see what I mean by him having a lot of help. Because I'm just like, sir, I mean, all these Hall of Famers that they got, it's too much. Hold tight, y'all.
Really?
Heard on, y'all. Okay, so I thought I did save this one. Oh, I did. Okay. So Shawn Michaels is going to get some help with this NXT Iron Survivor Challenge selection. Alundra Blaze is going to help. Molly Holly is going to help. Sean X-Pac is going to help. And Road Dogg is going to help. Now, from my understanding, Molly Holly, X-Pac, and Road Dogg are all employees of WWE. They work in the back, whether it be promo coaching in general. I know for a fact that Molly Holly produces matches, so she's a backstage producer, but she's going to be helping to help make the selections for the Iron Survivor Challenge match. Now, if you don't know how that match is supposed to work or when it's going to happen, it's happening at Deadline. Okay, Deadline is December 10th on a Saturday. It's probably going to start at 7 for the pre-show, 8 for the main. And the Iron Survivor Challenge rules are as follows. 5 superstars will compete in a 25-minute match. 2 will start the match. Every 5 minutes, a new one enters till all 5 are in the ring. The goal is to have the most falls at the end of 25 minutes. Pinfall, submission, and disqualification equals a point. The superstar that gets pinned goes in a penalty box for 90 seconds. All right? Those are the rules. Okay? All right. She said, I want my money in a Louis Vuitton, in a Louis bag too, babe. It's expensive. I'm tired too, and this cocktail ain't helping. Child, my knees hurting right now. Malcolm and I were spending quality time all weekend, which we haven't really done in a while, with our work schedules being so opposite. I got to cook him a nice Sunday dinner while he watched the Jets. Aw, and they won. Cool. I think I've had enough social interaction to last me through June of next year. Oh, wow. We spend a lot of time talking and having really important conversations. Hopefully next year your girl will be a fiance. Aw, that's sweet. I'm happy for you, Tirza. I'm a little confused on how this tournament works. Technically, it's not a tournament. So it's an actual match. As I said before, there are going to be 5 competitors in the match. It's a 25-minute match, and the competitors have to compete against the clock as well as each other. 2 people will start the match, just like they do with Royal Rumble and in Survivor Series, more specifically in War Games. Every 5 minutes, a new competitor will enter the ring until all 5 are in there. You will get points by getting a pinfall. So think of it like a 7 stages of hell. You know what I'm saying? Or 3 stages of hell, where you're going through matches and matches and you need to gain pinfall in order to win. Or a beat the clock challenge where you need to have as many pinfalls as possible. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's think of it in that sense. You need to have as many pinfalls as possible in this match in order to win. So you have to pin somebody more than once. One pin is not going to get the match to be yours. You have to pin as many people or this person over and over again to have the most pins in a match. Each pin, disqualification, and or submission equals 1 point. Whoever gets pinned has to go in the penalty box for 90 seconds. They sit there, they wait. Side note, Seth Rollins' outfit was cute, honey. I did not like that man's outfit. I didn't like it. I thought the pants was too short, and I was like, I just didn't like it. Championship scramble. Yeah, it's like a championship scramble. Thank you. This is making my head hurt. It's pretty I like it. I think the match is different. It's very much a ripoff of the Queen of the Mountain, King of the Mountain match in Impact. They just took away a couple things so it doesn't seem too close to it, but they just used that mat outline for this match and changed a few things. My birthday's in 5 days. Okay, good for you. Who came up with this? It was Impact's match first, so I imagine that this was a collaborative effort back there. But Shawn Michaels is the front man, so blame him. But Impact has a match very similar to this that they did more recently at Slammiversary called the Queen of the Mountain. And the girls, basically, if you got pinned, you were sent to a penalty box. But in that Queen of the Mountain match, you had to take the belt and climb up the ladder with the belt and like clamp it in order to be Queen of the Mountain. In my opinion, that's the stupidest part of the match. I feel like the belt should be hanging from the ring, and then you go up there and take it down and you can look like the Queen of the Mountain. You know what I'm saying? I just hate the idea of it. And then it's their match. You have to be eligible and shit. And I'm just like, this is fucking weird, but whatever. It reminded me of that time he showed up in a lace bodysuit. I haven't seen what he wore on the bottom. The outfit was very Prince. I liked it a lot. I think more so because he was comfortable with wearing something so gender fluid. I just didn't like it. It really don't have nothing to do with who's the inspiration for it. Me personally, I just didn't like it. If he was obviously comfortable wearing it. So I wasn't shitting on him for that. But I was like, woo, child. That was a bit much for me. I didn't like the outfit. I thought it was too much.
But if he liked it, I love it. Obviously, he liked it. He wore it. So for me, I was like, I don't know. It was short on the bottom. It didn't really hit the shoe right, in my opinion. And it was super lacy. Very effeminate to me. I like the shirt. The shirt I loved. But the pants, I just hated. I hated the pants. Oh, Impact did this first, so we stealing shit. Well, I mean, they all do. I mean, Impact has a whole pay-per-view called Slammiversary. So, like, I mean, like, that's their version of, like, Mania. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody steals from each other. So it's nothing new. I'm not surprised. Like, everybody has battle royals. Everybody has some version of a Royal Rumble. Like, everybody has something. Anyways, that's what's happening tomorrow on NXT. Friday, I don't know. Something happening. I has no idea. But I saw there was a lot of hate online for Survivor Series. A lot of people were pissed about Austin Theory. Yeah. She goes, tears are ready to swing. Nah, she ain't ready to swing. She just talking about we stealing shit. I'm like, everybody stealing shit. They all steal shit from each other. It was just blatant. That one is very blatant, in my humble opinion. It's very, 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 very blatant. I was just like, I know that match. Like, I've seen it before. When I figured it out, we was on live at the time. And Don was like, yeah, because they just had it. It was a more recent match. And I was like, because Chelsea Green was in it, Deonna Purrazzo, Tasha Steelz, and I couldn't remember who else was in it. It was Mickey, I think, and Mia Yim. Something along those lines. But yeah, child. We gonna see. NXT is set to start tomorrow. Like I said, these hoes supposed to wrestle. I'm not gonna watch that match. And Indy and Roxanne ain't gonna wrestle. I'm gonna see what that's hitting for. I don't know what else is gonna happen, but I imagine Wesley is gonna call out Dijakovic, or Dijak as he wants to call himself now, coming out there looking like a Terminator cop. And then they're gonna decide who's gonna be in this Iron Survivor Challenge. And they're gonna have a whole panel to do it with Alundra Blaze, Molly Holly, X-Pac, and of course Road Dogg Jesse James. Yeah, so there you have it, ladies and gents. We are coming up on the last days of WWE for now. There are no more PLEs for the main roster, and this last one that's coming up for NXT is the final show of the year. So, did everybody enjoy Raw? Won't you give me the yips? Sweet yips. Show me the way. 'Cause I got bills to pay. I was singing that song all day. It's right. I'm getting on his damn nerves. Oh. I don't think Austin should have won either. They should have kept the title on Seth. There's no world championship on Raw with Roman holding both belts. So placing the U.S. title on Seth was perfect. I don't know what they plan on doing. But Austin Theory cut promos today. And he didn't say anything different than he was saying when he had the briefcase. So I didn't care about what he was talking about. Basically, he was just rubbing it in the audience face that he's not a champion. And I was just like,
Like, it's all, it's, I mean, sure. Like, sure. Me personally, I still would have let Theory chase after that belt. I don't think putting the belt on Theory is a smart move, but if that's what they want to do, child, they already did it. It is what it is. Seth is back to chasing. He is no longer the champion. And Bobby Lashley just done disappeared, child. I guess he embarrassed. Him embarrassed. Now they say Roman was mad after Survivor Series. Something about he had a ruptured eardrum, I think. And there was a spot that was done inside War Games that he didn't like. And they say he was cursing and hollering in the back. It was just very reactionary to what had happened. And it didn't start no mess. I mean, they said him and Kevin worked it out, but his issue was with Kevin Owens. At least that's what the rumor was. But something about that sound weird because it's out of place. Even Kevin and Roman probably would have talked to each other before they would have started having issues in the back. Like, it's just weird. Bobby need to stop getting cut up in every damn match. He can't help it, child. It was a weird report, and I was just like, okay. They didn't really say where the spot was that Roman was upset about, but they did say that he was upset. I was like, obviously it's resolved. Why did it even get mentioned in the first fucking place? I was very, very confused by that. But you know, c'est la vie. Sir, we all know how dirt sheets like to fabricate shit. I don't know, child. At this point, I report it, say my opinion, and move on, babes. Because it just don't make no sense. Anyways, y'all, we're gonna record our final episode of the podcast this week. Probably tomorrow. I probably was supposed to record it today. I was tired. That's why I didn't do commentary. But then maybe I should have, child. I still can't believe Bobby is Panamanian. Me either. Weird. Yeah, he Panamanian. He's probably upset, but causing a scene like they're a legend sounds out of character. That's what I was saying. Like, even for Roman, as he is, that doesn't sound like something he would do. That just sounds weird. But anyways, y'all make sure y'all follow the podcast. It's gonna be up soon. We're gonna do the roast sessions. If you have any ideas for people that me and the Growls should roast on the show, you have to send them to me tonight so I can make sure that we roast the people. That we make sure we roast the people and everybody gets the person that they want roasted, right? Especially if we haven't done them already. We preferably need people who have not been roasted, not somebody who is roasted for like a second and third time. Okay. With all that being said, I'm gonna head on out of here, bro, so I can go to sleep. I ain't gonna get up in the morning. I'm just tired, baby. Okay. Y'all have a good night. And I will see y'all tomorrow after NXT. If not, I will see y'all Wednesday for Freestyle Wednesday. Okay, bye.
Thank y'all so much for coming and being part of my show. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe on the channel. It really helps to get my content out there for everybody to see. And I feel like even though we're a wrestling channel, we talk about a little bit of everything over here when I go live. So make sure you guys follow me on my social media as well. All of my socials are the same at Psych Design TV 2. You can find me on Twitter, and you can find me on Instagram, and you can find me on Facebook if you're a little and you like Facebook. But don't forget to follow me and subscribe, and make sure you rate my videos and get that algorithm up to push it up so I can start being a little bit more professional, so I can start making some coins. Okay? I will talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye.